As you're probably already aware, Ethereum came down about 9% over last week, and we're going to be looking at what's likely for Ethereum going into August. We've recently, and it seems like we have a new support level, a line in the sand, at about $3,550. That is where ETH is being supported right now. So let's look at what's likely to happen next. Will it break that level, or will we continue the rally? It has to be said as well that ETH is far outperforming Bitcoin at the moment. The ETFs are far favoring Ethereum. BlackRock are putting more in Ethereum now. And you can see on the month, 52% up against Bitcoin, 10%. In the last week, Ethereum's up, Bitcoin's down. And just today, as I'm recording it, Ethereum's up as well. So it has to be said, looking pretty bullish. I want to show you what I've been looking at over the last few days. We have seen, as I mentioned, Ethereum come down a little bit in price. So you're basically looking at this 2-hour time frame where you had the breakout here, and I've got a target in mind for the very, very short term. If you're watching this today or at the weekend, I am still expecting Ethereum to come back up to the liquidity at $3,820. I actually posted a chart in my trade signals group about the liquidity, this one here. Basically, $3,800 is where all the liquidity is above us. Price, 90% of the time, is typically going to find that liquidity before it reacts in a big way, whether breaking up or breaking down. So let's talk about where it can go. And if you want to join this signals group, I'll leave a link in the description below. You can trade with me in the community. Lots of insights and analysis there. So what I'm looking at is this pattern, yes, but also just as relevant, and you can switch to the 4-hour if you want to look at this chart. But we basically have a resistance level above us now, which is currently about 3,725. In fact, on the 2-hour, you can see it a bit clearer, and you can also see that you do have a pretty nice textbook inverted head and shoulders pattern. You've got the shoulder, you've got a head, you've got another shoulder. And the target out of this is my take profit 1 for this trade that I'm in. I'll show you my trade in a moment. But basically, we should expect the price to rally by about $252 or about 7%. The target out of this takes you, percentage terms, about 6.8%. And we're getting up to that $4,000 level. But it has to be said that $4,000 level has a lot of resistance. The weekly level of resistance is there. You can see we've got a weekly level up at $4,000, and many of you will know by looking at other charts that I've posted that this level is very, very strong in terms of resistance. It's a $4,000 level. It needs to break before we break higher, and of course I'll talk to you about higher and should we go lower as well. Quick update on my trade before we go into the key levels. I'm now $1,000 back up in profit on my Ethereum position here on Bluefin. This is a coin margin position, so I'm using actually Ethereum as my margin. So as the price in Ethereum goes up, my trade profits are in Ethereum. That's the way you want to do it. For anyone that wants to open a trade, I recommend Bluefin and FEMX, both no restriction exchanges, and there's a bonus when you sign up with my link. But yeah, for real-time signals, you've got the trade signals group there as well. So let's talk about targets. This is where we currently are in the chart for Ethereum. We're at this resistance point, this up to $4,000. We need to break this level in order to break our new run to all-time high territory, which I do believe $15,000, $20,000, even $25,000 is very possible by Q1 of 2026. I've mentioned that before. But I do think it's important to note that there will be some chop around this 4K level. Don't expect it just to break through. This resistance has been intact for, over a year. It's very strong resistance. It's a psychological level. And of course, the all-time high is going to be, in my opinion, not even as strong as the $4,000 level. Because once you break that 4K level, everyone's just going to expect to break the high and people will front run it. You can see how Ethereum has been literally a carbon copy of liquidity going into the market. We are in a liquidity rising market, particularly from the Chinese market. It's coming now into the West, lowering rates, and you can see how Ethereum has just been following global liquidity. So it looks to me like Ethereum will be breaking $4,000 pretty soon, maybe even in August. It could very well happen. If it doesn't, however, the levels of support you need to contend with are as follows. I would basically draw your attention back to the chart I shared in my trade signals group the other day. It was this chart. Let me find it for you. I think this is just a very simple chart, but these are the levels, guys. You know, trading doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to have a million lines and charts and squiggles. These are the levels you should be noting, okay? Beneath us, we have, it might be a bit small for you. I'm just going to say them. If you can see it, great. But we've got 3,415 as a support. We've got 3,160, and then we've got 2,952. $2,952. They are the key levels. But I do heavily suggest, guys, come and join us in the Trade Signals group. Me and my expert analysis and the rest of our community, we're all posting our signals. Not to boast or anything, but we've been making a lot of money recently in the group. Even when we've had the downside, we're calling shorts. So if you're a beginner, the Trade Signals group's great for you. If you're an intermediate trader, it's great for you. Even expert traders, come and join us. Come and help the community. We invite you. It's free to join. You basically click the link down below. What will happen, guys, it will take you to the Access Marzel Signals Telegram channel, and to gain access, all you need to do is follow these 3 very easy steps. So you will be asked to sign up for a FEMX account. It's our chosen exchange at the moment. It's no restriction, no KYC. You can use it from anywhere in the world, and you can deposit, trade and withdraw from anywhere in the world as well. Really easy to use platform. Great UI, great liquidity. Heavily recommend it. You sign up with that link, or the link for FEMX in the description below, and you'll need to deposit at least $101 in your futures exchange. So that can be in USDT or any crypto. Put it in your futures account in USDT, and then in this Telegram group that you'll be directed to from the link below this video, you just type your UID, only the number, and then if you're successful in terms of your accounts affiliated with us, and you have at least $101, could be up to $1 million, but at least $101 in your futures account, you'll get something that looks like this, your own link that only you can use, and then that gets you into the Trade Signals group. That's how it works, guys. Anyway, have a great weekend. Feel free to check out any one of these videos, like my educational series, my bootcamp, how you can learn to trade for free, or any of these other videos too. See you on the next one, guys. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye-bye.